who joined today on time. Don't want to waste your time. Anyways, we're going to record this for the benefit of other members. Close to around 30 people are supposed to join. Probably they'll join us through the meeting. The reason why we had this Zoom meeting scheduled is to discuss about the investment opportunities in a couple of projects that have come up. Format is the same. 1 year, 50% ROI, 2 years, 100% ROI. The advantage here is the land security which is being offered in both the projects is almost 1/3. I'm saying almost because the prices will vary whenever we check. So if you check, the price could be one thing, and if I check, the price could be one thing. So we will discuss each project, the pricing and how the registrations and all will be done. But overall, just wanted to give you a gist of the investment opportunity. Investments will start off with 5,000. We are talking about from 5,000, the investments can go up to any extent. So if you, the first question that anyone would want to ask is, if my investment is at 5,000, how can you give me land security? So in both the projects, there is a minimum cutoff for land security to be given directly to the investor. So what we are doing is we are collecting these 5,000s at CleanDeed, and CleanDeed is going to get the land registered in CleanDeed's name. So for this, we have even created a new portal to facilitate these small investments as well. And at the same time, your referrals. I'll just go through the portal ones just to give you a brief on how it's going to work. This is how your typical dashboard is going to look like once you log into invest.cleandeed.com. So when we are talking about this, in this, see, this is your typical dashboard. In this dashboard, you have options for whatever deposits you have done, withdrawals, total investments, everything will be shown here. When you talk about referrals, you will get your own link, which when you share it with your friends, the referral bonuses will be given based on these links. I will also discuss how different rates of referrals would work here. All the transactions that you have done will be seen in this account. I haven't done any transactions, so it's not showing up. So let's say if I want to invest in something. So as of now, there is nothing here. So I just click on invest now. I have both the plans. So I click on invest now on one of these. And then you have options of PayU gateway is what we have tied up with. You can use the PayU gateway. However, please note that there will be an additional charge when you're using a payment gateway. So we are, unfortunately, CleanDeed is not earning so much that we can balance that charge. So that's the reason. If you're using PayU, you would be having to pay that extra cost. But if you're using bank transfer, then there is no cost there. So you can just choose bank transfer. You can show what is the amount that you want to send through. And let's say if you're choosing bank transfer, and let's say I'm trying to say, I want to invest 10,000 only. Okay, so the moment I say 10,000, it will give me the account details and all. So once you made the transfer, just click on pay now. So once you click on pay now, this will go to me. And on the admin, once I receive the transfer, I'll approve your deposit. And that is how it will start showing up here. So that's how deposits would come. And withdrawal is very simple. Let's say you have a balance here, you just click on withdraw. After the tenure of your plan is done, let's say if you're going for 1 year, withdrawal will be possible only after 1 year. If it is for 2 years, then withdrawal is possible only after 2 years. So that is how this system would work. The biggest advantage is the referrals. So 5 levels of referrals is what we are helping out with. Let me just show you how the referral system here works. So let's say A is referred B, B is referred C, C referred D, and D is referred E, and who in turn referred F. So that's 5 levels here. In 5 levels, I've taken an example of 10 lakhs and I've shown how each person would get paid. depending on the investment which is done by the end customer. So everyone above in that line will get paid. So that's how it's going to work. Let's say, for example, A is referred B, B in turn and is referred C, but B is also referred C1, C2, 3, about 10 people. So all these 10 people have done investments. So these investments in turn will be benefited by B and A automatically. Even if A may not know C, but C is referred by B. So that is how it's going to work. So referral, you can call it an MLM kind of a structure, but it's only for your referral bonuses. Nothing else will work out on this platform. This is only to track for life. So let's say you referred B, B referred C1, C2, C3, C4. So all of these people, they have invested amount, and for every project that they are investing through life, CleanDeed will ensure that you get your referral bonus depending on this structure. So it's always better that the person that you're referring directly is the person who's making the investment, so that you get more benefit rather than being at the end of the line. So that's as far as the referral is concerned. Rest everything is pretty simple. You can raise a support ticket any point of time if you have any issues. In fact, you all of you have my number, so you can reach me directly. In fact, but this is just in case I'm not reachable at any point of time. We also have an option for support ticket. We have two-factor authentication also available on the website, just in case you want it to be more secure. However, I would suggest all members to use this portal only to track your referrals. Investments wise, since the payment gateway is going to charge almost 3%, I would suggest don't go for it. Let's work the way we used to work earlier. It's going to be a one-on-one thing. You make the transfer, you get confirmation. I give you a confirmation and then put you there. I will also track your referrals manually in 5 levels of referrals too, other than the portal. This portal is only for people who want to try out the system just by investing 5,000, 10,000 kind of thing. This is not for real-time investors. Real-time investors, please use the normal format that we have. You make the transfer to us, then we ensure that the registration is there. However, in this portal, all the registration, let's say 10 people have invested 5,000, 5,000, 5,000. So this particular plan which is showing up in this portal, it will also contain the sale deed which CleanDeed is got registered in its name, so that you know that CleanDeed is holding the land security as security for your investment. So that way, as a reference, as endpoint confirmation check, this portal is useful, but I wouldn't suggest serious investors to invest through this portal. Let's do it in the normal way that we usually do. And most of you would want to directly get involved with the land, would want the registration to be done in your name, which is the best way that anyone would suggest we should go for. So let's go with that. So if any questions with regard to the investments, we'll take up the questions at the end of the session. For now, let me just go through the projects quickly. Both the projects are good. Nivata Spaces basically is in conservation zone. In this conservation zone, this is the road from Narsapur Highway. From Narsapur Highway, they're getting a direct road into the project. So this whole is conservation zone. This is about 28 acres. 4 acres here is already registered. Rest is open. We have spoken to the management and tried to get this part allotted to us. We don't have confirmations yet. As of now, we have a website ready. We have the rates fixed, but unfortunately, I didn't get the written confirmation from the management yet. So I'm not going to push more into this project. Just telling you that there is an option. Probably 9K per square yard is what it's going to be if you want to buy a plot in here. If you're investing for 19 lakhs, you will get 10 guntas registered in your name. 75 lakhs, you will get 1 acre registered in your name. 1 year, 50%, 2 years, 100%. That is the ROI on this project. So you can decide to go with CleanDeed, wherein you're investing amount with CleanDeed and CleanDeed registers the land in its name. Or if you're investing anything from 19 lakhs and above, you can directly get the land registered in your name. However, all the land that CleanDeed is getting registered in its name or the land that is you're getting registered in name will be in one single lot, so that tomorrow it will be easier for us to resell in case of any issues that we come up with the management. The price there is approximately around 2.2, 2.3 kind of thing. So we spoke to the management and we asked them for 75 lakhs as the investment module. As soon as the registration is done, you will also give them an MOU saying that you're giving that land for development, so that you will not have resale rights on the land until and unless the developer misses paying the ROI and the principal to you in the given period of time. So that's how it's going to be. These are the present pictures which are there, which you can see whenever you want. Recently cleaning and all has been done. This wall that you see is the farmhouse. There are a couple of farmhouses there as of now. So these people are have already ensured that they will the roads. This road which I was talking about. This road is not there currently. This is a layout till here, and there is about 200 meters which the road is not connected yet. That should be connected soon. We also have received the survey numbers and all for this particular project, but I'm not pushing it much because I didn't have the written confirmation yet. We are yet to do a aerial video. We are yet to get legal opinion on this land, post which we will open for registrations either plot wise or for investments in both. In both the cases, if you're going for registration in your name, you'll pay 10% to CleanDeed. CleanDeed will hold the amount. Developer will go for registration slot. On the date of registration, you'll pay the amount to the developer and CleanDeed will pay the 10% to the developer so that your registration is completed. If the developer is delaying the registration for any reason, probably we'll give it 2 or 3 days time, post which the 10% that CleanDeed is holding, we will return back to you without any penalties or whatsoever. Because like we've seen in the new gen situation, we almost waited for 12 to 15 days for the developer to actually come up with the new registration documents, which didn't work out. So we have refunded everyone there, but it took 15 days. This time we don't want to hold the amount for that long. Because in both the cases, in both the projects, Nirta Spaces and West County, developers have promised us registrations immediately. So as of now, we are going with that as well. We are just saying, yes, the registrations will happen. And we are holding the 10% with CleanDeed only, just to avoid having to follow up anyone else to get the registrations done. If they're getting the registrations done, same day you'll pay rest of the 90% amount. If they don't get the registrations done within 2 or 3 days like they have promised, the 10% will be refunded back to you. It's as simple as that. So that's as far as Nirta Spaces is concerned. West County, Nandigama, this is actually in 2 locations. One location is actually Indrakaran and one is Kaisara. Both the locations have been given to you. Both of them are almost close to each other. They're not exactly same place, but they're little closer to each other. And the best part about this particular project, it's a BHEL and BDL employees joint venture. So it's basically employees of 2 good organizations in Hyderabad who are acquiring the land and who are almost 40 to 60% of this particular project sales that is already done. People who bought are BHEL and BDL employees only. They needed funds so that they can run the project. Whatever balance 40% sales are there, they want to do it with NRIs or different other people. So if you wish to go for purchase, we can help you with that as well. Because details are there, but I haven't shared that in the choice form. but we will definitely take that into consideration as well. But predominantly, we are looking at investment module only. Investment module there, the landowner himself bought the land for 5.5 CR per acre, and there are certain bits, the small bits which he is trying to close on, so that this project becomes bigger. So we are in helping them with investment. The current running rate there is 35,000 to 45,000 per square yard. So this is not converted land. So it's only agricultural land that will be registered to us. So what we spoke to the developer and got agreed on is 10,000 per square yard. So that is how we came up with the number 24.2 lakhs, 24.2 lakhs, so that you get 2 guntas registered in your name. However, it's not necessary that you have to invest 24 lakhs or multiples of it. You can invest whichever amount you want. We will pool all the amounts and we will get the land registered in CleanDeed's name. Simple. So in case of small investments, let's say up to 5 lakhs, 100% payment has to be made first to CleanDeed. Above 5 lakhs and all, you can pay 10%, and the rest of the 10% you can pay on the date of registration, just to avoid the capital getting blocked if the registration date is moving a little ahead or so. So your money being stuck with me doesn't make sense. What we are trying to do here is we're just trying to help a project with the financial instruments that they need. At the same time, keeping security with us so that our ROI that is assured to us is given to us without any delays. So BHL and BDL employees definitely is a project that want you to just have a look at. Floor plans are here. There is this video that you might want to go through once. This is basically the brochure that they have with all the amenities and all for the villas that they're offering. I've also uploaded 2 sets of documents. One set of document is the legal opinion for these lands. The other set of documents are the Pahanis and the ECs. Just in case someone wants to make a higher contribution of investment, for them it will be much easier to verify details before they would want to proceed further. Uh, I'll just play the video just so that you get an idea as to what we are talking.
Murli, we are not able to hear you. Maybe you are on mute.
You are on mute, Murli.
My bad. So that is how both the details of these projects, and I know this portal which I discussed about, it's pretty new. Once you register, once you see how it is, only then probably you'll have questions. But with regard to the investments, these two options that we have, if you have any questions, please do shoot.
Murli, this is the first time I'm coming to this group actually.
Sure.
So can you please introduce what actually CleanDeed is?
See, basically, CleanDeed is just like any other real estate consultancy, any other agent that you would find, except that we don't do one sale at a time, or it's not like we will not be available on the next day kind of a thing. We usually only do bulk purchases and bulk sales. We started off doing apartments and plots about 7 years before. Post that, our office was in Gachibowli and now we are at Kondapur. What we do is we bring people together, like-minded people who want to purchase, let's say, purchase in an apartment project. So we will go to the builder, ask him for a discount because we're bringing in a good group purchase. It will facilitate the builder because he's getting in good sales. At the same time, it will also help the buyer because the pricing will be reduced. So that's the basic model of business. Over the last 2 years, since we've seen a lot of real estate issues happening in terms of the investments going wrong, we've also gotten into investments wherein we are getting investments done with land-based security at least 50% market price. So in that context, we've got these two new projects wherein investments can be done at much lesser than 50% of the market price, wherein you know for a fact if the developer or the builder defaults tomorrow, you know that you are holding value which is much more. After that 1 year time, the appreciation is there and you've already purchased it lesser than half the price. So it's easier to get back your money. So that's the whole idea of it.
Okay, thank you.
This is Srinivas here. I have a quick question.
Sure.
So I might have missed it in the beginning. I joined a little bit late. So for the investment which is there, is it only the West County project or do you have another project also?
West County project, as of now, we have the complete documentation along with legal opinion. Nivita Spaces is also open. However, we don't have the legal opinion yet on hand, and we also did plan for an aerial video and all. But for different health issues that the management had, things got delayed. We already are running 30 days delayed. So that's the reason we are not pushing much on the Nivita project. But yes, both the projects are open for investments. You can choose either of these projects to invest. We've ensured the amount that we negotiated with both the developers is lesser than 50% of what the market price is. So in both the cases, you can choose to either go with CleanDeed or directly with the developer. Investments would still be secure. Yes.
So the deal that is being offered here with either of the companies is that whatever we are investing right now, say for example 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, so for that amount, that 50% ROI will be there, right?
In 1 year's time, yes, sir.
Okay, and the tenure of the overall investment, by when will it be back?
1 year. Nivita Spaces has 1 year minimum criteria.
Okay.
We have 9 months criteria also for the other project. So it can be either 9 months, 1 year, or 2 years. So 9 months I haven't put on the website because that would be a little confusing. So that's the reason West County and Nivita Spaces, 1 year and 2 years. For 1 year you get 50% ROI. For 2 years you get 100% ROI.
And the amount will be realized after 1 year, right?
Yes.
After
Yes.
Okay. So if you get 50% in the first year, and if you wish to continue, you can continue for the next year also.
Yes.
Okay, and the security for that will be land will be registered on our name proportionate to the investment. And
That
yeah.
will depend on, let's say, for example, you are investing in Nivita Spaces. In Nivita Spaces, for the land to be registered in your name, minimum investment should be 19 lakhs. So 10 guntas will be registered in your name. If you're
Okay.
investing anything lesser than 19 lakhs, I will have to club you with some other member. So the land will be registered in the name of CleanDeed. So all the investments from 5,000 till 19 lakhs, we'll pool them all into one lot, get the registration done in the name of CleanDeed, hold the security with us. So because for every small investment, we cannot have the land registration done, right? So we are doing it through CleanDeed, and CleanDeed will hold the registration till the time is over. And then ROI, as soon as you get the ROI back, CleanDeed will register the land back to the developer.
And what will be there for the investor? He'll have an MOU.
Investor will have MOU and PDC from CleanDeed.
What was the other one? BDC.
PDC, post-dated check.
Okay. So there will not be any registration for the other, even if it is 10 lakhs or 15 lakhs. In that case, it will be only MOU and checks.
That's correct, sir.
Okay. And if otherwise, if you're going above 19, then there will be a land registry.
Land registration will be done directly in your name from the developer itself. So, but we will ensure all the land that is registered with CleanDeed and the land that is registered with you also is all under in one group. So if the developer fails tomorrow, we should be in a position to sell it comfortably. So that's the whole idea.
So if that is the case, then I mean, I understand. I heard your point where you said there will be a AGPA also signed immediately. So basically, what we are giving is we are giving them full right to go ahead and develop on the land which is being what do you call which is put as a mortgage or to us. So or which is put as a security to us. So, if in 2 years, if they do not, 2 years is the time mentioned on the MOU, and if it is, if he cannot pay that amount, and if he defaults on that, then does the agreement have that scope wherein you can go ahead and sell off that piece?
Absolutely, sir. There is a grace period though. We will give, in some developers' case, it is 30 days. In some developers, it is 3 months. But for that time period also, they will pay interest. The grace period, just in case something like Corona or something happens, which is unforeseen. And for some odd reason, it's not the wrong intention of the developer, but he got delayed because of actual reasons. So in that case, he will pay for the delayed part, but it might be extended for a maximum of 3 months, not more than that.
Grace period is fine, but the exit with sale option is something which is there. That
yes, absolutely, absolutely. Let's say we are going for 1 year. After 1 year, builder pays you the ROI, everything is fine. If he is not paying you the ROI by the 15th month, 16th month, the land will go for sale. That is also mentioned in the MOU that we'll be signing.
Okay, and that will be the same land parcel, and it is not the converted plots which will be sold, right?
No. If he gets it converted, better value for us, but the land will still be in our name only.
But in both the cases, you will have the right to sell.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, thanks.
Any other questions that you might have, sir?
That's from my side.
Sure.
Hi, Murugaru. This is Prakash. So actually, one question. So when we are actually investing for 1 year or 2 year, so any unfortunate thing, is there any possibility to get at least whatever we invested the amount for some unfortunate things? Not
so what you're saying is instead of waiting for 1 year to get over, you want to withdraw the money before itself, correct?
Yes.
That we will take care of itself. See, there are certain situations where it will not be in your hand. It's end of the day, it's an investment that you made, and investment is supposed to be a security blanket for us with the ROI in the future. But sometimes some things do happen, and depending on case specific, we might be able to close it within a week's time, or we might take a month's time, but we will definitely try it and close it at the earliest.
Okay. So both from both the sides, either it's from CleanDeed or even it's from direct to the builder.
From the developer, yes.
Okay, I know I can trust CleanDeed, but at least for the from the developers, do we
Developer
have?
side, see, as long as we are pushing it, let's see, I'll give you a very simple example. Let's say you invested today. Let's say you invested 10 lakhs. Okay, you wanted to go for 1 year period, but after 6 months, things went wrong. You need that cash in your hand. So if I'm able to give you some ROI on it, I might, but my only goal will be to give you the 10 lakhs at least in hand at the earliest possible. So any other member would be easy, will be ready to take it up from that particular point of time. Let's say you are there. There is another member in our group itself. He is getting benefited this 6 months time, right? So I don't think it will be a challenge to arrange the money back for you, sir.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
That's the advantage of working in a group. Other than the pricing and our ability to actually demand a particular pricing for the product, internally we can work things around so that everyone is benefited. Situations will come. There are different situations where, as an individual, you may not be able to hold it, but as a group, we definitely can manage things within our group. So, yeah, I don't think there should be any problems getting the cash at any point of time in case of emergencies.
Okay. And how about this West County, sir? So are they offering? Let's assume I want to invest around 20 lakhs. So are they going directly, or how exactly
You
it's going to
can
be?
see 2 guntas, 24.2 lakhs will be registered in your name. You can choose to get the land registered in your name and sign the MOU with the developer, or you can choose to invest with CleanDeed and sign the MOU with CleanDeed. Either ways is fine. Anything lesser than 24 lakhs, there is no other option than to go with CleanDeed. So that is the only constraint there.
And for West County, I think they are offering the villas, right? So if we
Yes.
are if we are holding the land, so still they are going to construct, or they are going to
Yes,
sell
sir.
that one.
No, they cannot sell it. When you're purchasing this land, you become the landlord, and you're giving a development agreement to the developer saying
No.
you can do your construction, you can do your work, but he will not be able to sell it to anyone unless and until he buys the land back from you. He will not be able to sell the land to any other customer because it's there in Dharani. It will directly, your name will show up in Dharani directly. So that's not possible. Yeah.
Okay. So even this West County also as registered as farmland only.
As of now, it will be registered as agricultural land.
Agriculture. Okay. Yeah.
The steps, the way it works is first agricultural land registration will be done. And when the builder actually applies for his project approval, then land conversion happens. Then it is turned into square yards. So for calculation purposes, we are saying 10,000 per square yard as of now. But in reality, it is 2 guntas for 24 lakhs, 24.2 lakhs.
Okay.
Only one quick question. For this 2 years period, since we gave the development agreement to the developer, so he can continue with all the works, but he will not be able to sell. In the sense, he might as well do a booking, but he cannot do a registration. And for that registration, your signature would be required, if at all, if the agreement is still there on your name. And
No,
post your
the sale will not happen at all, sir. What happens is, if you are a buyer, you will not buy land from the landlord. You will always buy the project, buy the villa from the developer. And for the developer to be able to sell that villa to the customer, he should be holding the land and the villa in his hand. So construction is his, but land is mine. So he will not be able to sell it unless and until he buys it from me. Let's say, so let's say the developer defaulted for some odd reason. In that case, I will have rights to sell the villa as well.
So my question is, so that brings the question to another point, wherein like for those 2 years, he will not even be able to sell any property in that committed land.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
there is a provision in the MOU wherein he might approach you earlier itself, give you the ROI promised, and buy back the land before the time is over. Let's say, for example, there is this buyer who wants a villa there, and he's ready to pay a higher price. So he did not make you wait for 2 years to buy the land from you. He'll give you the ROI before itself, and he will take the land back. Simple.
Under any condition, it should be bought by him back so that he can sell.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Because
And
you'll be
for
the sole owner. There is no two
Right.
ways about it. It's
Got
not
that.
a development agreement. It's not an AGPA. Your name will show up on Dharani as the whole sole owner for this particular parcel of land. Simple.
Sure. Got it. The other one point I wanted to ask was for this project itself, for this both Nirvana Spaces and West County,
Mhm.
the total timeline for the project itself for them to complete, though it is nothing to do with our investment, but just to know that from when, what is the timeline that they're looking for the completion of the project itself?
Nivata Spaces are planning to close it within 1 year to 1.5 year.
Okay.
West County, overall, it might take about 2.5 years.
Yes. And what is the stage at which Nirvana Spaces and West County are? They've just started pulling land, or what is the stage they are?
As of now, it's pooling land as of now. Nivata Spaces, as of now, they've given advances for the land and they've done the clearing part. Legal survey is done, CAD drawings are done, but a comprehensive layout is yet to be created. That is the Nivata Spaces project status. As far as West County is concerned, we have the legal clearances have been done. Land negotiations, everything is all in place. It's just amount as soon as they have. In fact, 40% of the project is already sold to the BDL and BHL employees. So they're just looking for some cash in hand so that they can acquire some more land and start off with the project. So
Okay. Thanks.
And if at all they want to buy back or take back from our end the land, so are they going to give the ROI committed year or for that period only?
see, when you, let's say your MOU you signed for 1 year and they want to take the land back at, let's say, 9 months, the developer should pay you as per the MOU for 1 year ROI itself, because you are not asking for the money back. It is his requirement wherein he wants to close it earlier. He might negotiate with you, but document per se, your right is 50% ROI on your property. Simple.
Okay.
And for both the projects, is there any template of MOU which is already there so that we can kind of read through the terms and conditions that should be there?
Sure,
So
I will share that. I will share that, sir. Because as far as CleanDeed is concerned, we are following only one particular format, which sounds good to us, which have been tested and tried and things have worked out. So I'll share that format. Probably after this call, I'll share to all the people who have shown in their interest. So yeah.
Sure, thanks.
So this West County, is there any possibility and so we can go and at least check that one the site?
Absolutely. Location is given to you. Complete land documents, pahanis, everything is on the website. There is nothing to hide from there. Even the developer is very supportive. If you let us know when you're going, we'll also arrange people there so that they can show you around. So yeah.
Okay. So you will be tagging from the developers.
Yes.
Site. Okay. Great.
Any other questions that you might have?
Not for this two projects, but actually the referral thing have one doubt. So
Sure.
we can just let's assume I'm investing 50K and I am referring someone and he is investing 50K. So we are just giving that amount to CleanDeed, and it's your wish to invest wherever you want, or
No, you can choose which project your amount should go to also. So that is the reason. Let me just share the screen once to you. So let's say you're in the login here, right? So when you're going to investments, when you're saying invest now, you have option to choose which project you want your money to go to. So once you make the investment, let's say probably it will take about 10-15 days for me to collate all the amounts from all the small investments which are done. And in this space itself, you will find the document which is registered in CleanDeed's name. So at any point of time, you will have access to that too, to check what the how the project is going, when was it registered in CleanDeed's name, what is the extent that CleanDeed is holding, and at that time when your 1 year is over, you can just click withdraw and cash out. So this cash out will include your referral bonus and also this. So in fact, your withdrawal bonus, your referral bonus, you can withdraw before also. Let's say your friend, you invested 50, your friend also invested 50. So it is a direct referral, right? So it's basically 10,000 rupees, 2% is what you're going to get. So that 2%, you can withdraw right away. So that shouldn't be a problem.
Okay. So here we have an option. Okay, got it.
Yes.
So you are going.
And this portal is only for amounts which are less than 19 lakhs, right? You said?
This portal is for amounts which are lesser than 5 lakhs. In fact, the lesser the amount, the better, sir. The reason I'm saying that is the moment we are using the actual transactions on the portal, people tend to use the gateways. If you're not using the gateway, no problem, because there is no additional charge. Because even if you're referring your friend, you're getting only 2%. But if you're using the gateway, you're paying 3%. That would be a loss for you. So we are putting that option because you should have an option, nothing more to it. I would suggest if you're using this portal, even if you are investing 1 CR, please use bank transfer only, so that you're not wasting your money for a gateway fees. That's the only request. Yeah.
Okay. And just once quickly, if you can recap, how do we go ahead and use this particular option on this one?
It's very simple, sir. Invest.cleandeed.com. The moment you are into it, it will ask you to register. There is an OTP authentication which is done. So as soon as you're in, you can start referring your friends. That will give you an option on my dashboard. If you want to refer, this is the link. You just have to copy and send it to your friends, who in turn can send it to their friends. So that 5 levels of referrals all will come to you. So let me just see. In fact, we already have a couple of our members who registered today. Yeah. So that's how it is.
And if you want to invest by ourselves, then we'll have to go to deposit and then.
See, my suggestion is when you say deposit, always go for bank transfer. When you say bank transfer, let's say you're investing 10,000, you're just saying it will only give you the details where you should be making the payment to. It is going to CleanDeed's account. So let's say, for example, just to say, you're investing 1 CR. So you're investing 1 CR in Nivita projects, and you want the registration in your name. To facilitate that registration, you will pay me only 10% first. So the 10% is 10 lakhs. So the 10 lakhs you will transfer to this account and then click on pay now. It will go to my admin dashboard where I will check the payments which have come in. And once I check here, then when the moment I say I approve the deposit. So this is how it's going to look like. Pending deposits, your deposit will come here. The 10,000 which I just did, it's showing up here, right? So I will verify my bank account. I click on pending, I make it approved. Once you see in your dashboard, you will see that your deposit amount is already there. So that's how we designed this one. And payment gateway is an automated process anyway, but then 3% is what you're going to lose on it. So.
Okay. And in this one, for amounts which are lesser amounts like 5,000 and 10,000, and if that is the amount that we are paying over there, so you've received the amount and it reflects to you that the amount has come from so and so person. And then for the MOU part, will you be reaching out to us separately, or you'll be picking the details from here itself?
I'll pick the details from here itself, because the moment you've clicked on the transfer, the moment I check your account, the time or the date to be more precise, is when your amount, your 5,000 hit CleanDeed's account. The MOU will be based on that particular date itself. So from that date, your 1 year starts.
Okay. And yeah. So one add-on question to that is, what if, like, for example, there should be some kind of a timeline, right, wherein you will be starting and closing that pooling. So
pooling wise, there is no starting or stopping here. Here, CleanDeed is taking the risk. Let's say, for example, 5,000, 5,000, 5,000, there are only 10 people who invested. Okay, only 50,000 is there in my hand. And I'm not, the other members have decided to invest directly with the builder. So in that case, my pool I will not be able to register land in the name of CleanDeed. But still, from the date that you've deposited, I will give you 50% ROI by the end of 1 year. So either through this project or through other project, I will ensure that
proceed with the MOU is what you're saying. That even if it is like lesser amount also, you'll go ahead, and there is no question of, like, since you did not have sufficient funds to return the amount.
There is no time lag. If you're investing with CleanDeed, there is no time lag.
Okay, so sometimes I'm just giving an example. Sometimes, like, for X project, you've thought you will go ahead, and for some reason you've had lesser amount, and since it is 50,000, and you wanted to say that since there are no sufficient funds and you wanted to return, so something like that. If you decide, so it is like, what is the timeline, like 15 days or 1 month that you will?
No, in here, the reason why we created this portal is to avoid those issues, because even if you're investing a small amount, it's still an amount, and if your amount is reaching my account, I should be able to be answerable for that as well. So that is the reason we are taking a risk here when we are saying we are giving you interest from the date that you're depositing with us. However, if let's say, for example, you are investing 1 CR and you want to go for registration in your name, in that case, your MOU and PDC will start from the date of registration, because that is when the builder will receive his payment. So it's basically the end party receiving amount. From that date itself, your tenure starts. If it is with CleanDeed, because you're depositing with me and you're leaving the money with me for 1 year, right from the date the deposit is made, your tenure starts. For the builder, it is the registration date.
Yeah, for bigger amounts and land registration, that process is as usual.
Yes.
But for even for 5,000 and 10,000, what you're saying is that there is no what do you call plan change or something. It will go in only one direction.
Yes.
So Murli, like even for smaller amounts, like let's say 50,000 or 1 lakh. So do we as investor, like for that amount, we will have a separate MOU?
Yes. Only 1 lakh, we'll put the markup as 1 lakh. 1 lakh and above will all have MOUs and PDCs. For lesser amounts, we will have receipts and we will give you a write-up. See, I will not be able to give a 100 rupee stamp paper for every small investment which is done. But at the same time, investment is an investment. So I will definitely give you a receipt of the payment and also a commitment on the receipt saying on this particular date, you will get this amount back. Let's say 5,000. I'm saying today is 15th of Feb. On 16th of Feb 2024, you will receive 5,000 plus 2,500. This is what it's going to be mentioned on the receipt for amounts lesser than 1 lakh. 1 lakh and above, we will have MOU, we will have PDCs. There is no two ways to that.
Got it. Thank you.
Thanks.
And the receipt copy of sample copy, is that also there on the website? How the receipt copy looks like?
Receipt is a standard receipt that we have with CleanDeed. I will share the copy as well. Because it's a normal receipt that we have, which have been following from all this time. So it's the same. It's going to be the same unless and until it's an. I'll show you the copy of the receipt as well. So just so that you have an idea about it. Yeah.
Because since you mentioned that it is up to 1 lakh, so even if
Yes.
somebody is paying like 90,000,
Yes.
that instrument should be something which should be legally also valid, right? So
legally, it will be. It is not as good as a promissory note or a 100 rupee stamp paper, but that receipt will have the company address, the company details, and all, along with the GST number and all. So it's pretty valid, sir. Yes.
oh,
Any other questions that I can answer?
So for investments lesser than 1 lakh, as you're saying, like if the amount is not pooled, like the required amount or the bulk amount is not pooled, so you're going to invest them in the project which you think, right? Like from CleanDeed perspective, it's not the choice from the investor end.
No, all the small investments also, you can actually choose which project where your investment wants to go. Let's say, for example, you're investing 5,000. Like I showed you, you can decide which project you want to go for. Let's just show you again. So you can choose Nivita Spaces, and you can choose for Nivita Spaces only you're paying 5,000. But if in case I'm not having the minimum required amount to fulfill the land registration requirement, I might pool both of these and put in West County or put in Nivita Spaces. So that option I'm keeping it to myself. I will try to give you the choice you need. But since if it is a matter of choosing land security versus the choice of the investment, I would rather go for land security. Of course, you will be informed. And let's say, for example, you don't want to invest with West County no matter what. So you'll get a refund on the spot. Simple.
Got it. So currently with CleanDeed, these are the two projects running.
Yes, sir. Currently, these are the only two options that we have. Nivita Spaces, written confirmation not done yet. So all in all, West County is one which we can start off from tomorrow itself.
Got it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I have a question. And if a guy, he bought 2 kuntas like for 25 lakhs, and later after construction of the villa, whatever it is, he's not interested to give back the land to the builder.
That's not possible, sir, because the MOU that you're signing, it will clearly state that you will not be able to retain the land unless and until the developer fails to pay you back, because you're buying the land at 1/3 the market price. So if every investor decides to hold the land, the builder will go for a toss. So we definitely look for investors' interest. At the same time, we also look for builders' interest also. That's the reason we have this MOU, and you're giving a development agreement to the builder. At the same time, you are getting a PDC. So we're working it both the ways.
So if he's still interested, he has to pay back to the builder, whatever the market rate at that time.
Whatever at that particular price of time, it's going to be a negotiation point only. Let's say the builder is selling the villa at 1 CR. He might consider giving it to you for 90 lakhs itself, because you've been an investor right from the beginning, almost from 1 year. It is with your money that his project is moved forward. So he might consider that, and he might give you a much preferred pricing than he would put in the market. So that, yeah.
And the security for West County, you said, is 24 lakhs for 2 guntas, and Nivita Spaces is 19 lakhs for how much area?
10 guntas.
10 guntas is there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Is there any group visit happening, like any planned? particular
Group
time?
visit wise, we may not plan a group visit. So see, the way CleanDeed at least works is we don't pay for the cabs. We don't take people to show because ours is not that much of a big organization, nor we make that kind of margins. The whole idea is reduce the cost as much as we can so that we can pass the benefit to the investor. So we may not have group ones, but then again, if people are interested to go together, we might speak to the developer and we'll arrange one single visit to both the projects at some point. So I cannot assure you anything right now, but probably we'll plan something over the next weekend.
Yeah, please plan accordingly. So it will be more clear and informative.
Sure, absolutely.
Just online.
I know that's a overhead for you, Murli, but yeah, that will definitely actually help if at all if something like that can happen on the cost of builder.
We'll work it out. Sure.
At the cost of builder, not at your cost.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, we'll work it out.
If you plan something, will you make it available on the website or?
It will be available on the website. I will also put it in the Telegram group and also inform every member who has shown intent saying that we have this. If you want, you can join us. Times. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. I think I'm dropping. Thank you for this.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
What are the previous projects like this? Similar projects? Any kind of already handled, or this the?
We've done one Indirisham investments. Recently, we've done Hafiz Street apartment investment. We've been doing it for quite some time now, sir.
He's been doing it for almost like 3-4 years. I've been part of. I've been seeing his journey, and a lot of unpaid effort goes into this, which I saw. And he's arranged for those visits also that people have asked in the past. I've been to one of the sites also. Yeah, that's a question. And good job, Murli, on the dashboard. That's something which is new.
Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you, sir.
And normally, this kind of dashboards require some legal permission, right? Like bank side or some kind of. I don't know exactly.
As long as we are not talking about a product, this is purely investment based. There is no legal permission that is required for
it. Where exactly can I see your past projects related information? Like
on CleanDeed website, sir. We have taken out a lot of projects out, but you'll be able to see for the last year. We should be able to check all the past projects that we've done so far. Yeah.
Okay. And if you are able to arrange a physical meetup, like a group meetup, it would be more useful.
Sure. I'll definitely work on it. I'll just give me a couple of days time. I'll definitely work on it and update you. Yes.
Yeah, even people can bring other friends.
Sure.
Like in the weekend.
Yes.
I think we can drop if nothing more.
Thank you, sir. Thank you all for your time. At any point of time, if you have any queries, you can just ping me. I've sent the invites to this Zoom meeting through my number itself. You can just respond to any of that. We are available and hope to see you on board soon. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.